Welcome into the In the Money podcast for KeenelandSelect.com for Friday, April 22nd. I'm Tom Leach, along with Keeneland's Director of Mutuals and Simulcast, Jim Goodman. We'll take a look at the Friday feature, the Hilliard Lyons Doubledogdare, and also the late pick four. The Doubledogdare is for fillies and mares 4 and up, going a mile and a 16th. I'm a Chatterbox, odds on the morning line. Can you beat her?
And she should be. You look at the running lines here for the Doubledogdare, which is a nice race in its own right, a grade 3, but I'm a Chatterbox drops in class significantly. 5 straight grade 1s, of which she's won 2. Great place for her to start her 4-year-old campaign. Larry Jones says she's training very well. Giroux takes them out, and they're looking for big things from this filly this year. So I don't think that she can lose here. Of course, I've been wrong this meet before. So the horses I thought that had a shot, I think Odd Chocolate is the logical second choice. Caught a muddy track at Fairgrounds first out this year. Won the Fall City last year at Churchill, so she's got a lot of back class as well, just not quite as much as I'm a Chatterbox. So I think Odd Chocolate is the logical second choice here. The other filly that I liked a little bit was White Clover coming off. I love horses coming out of Tampa. And she won the Wayward Lass here in January by 2 1/4. And that should set her up well for this race. And so I'm going to take I'm a Chatterbox on top with Odd Chocolate to 6 and White Clover below with everything else. Everything else is pretty much, you can throw them all in a hat because I don't know who's going to run 3rd or 4th. And so I think I'm a Chatterbox is a deserved favorite. I wish I could beat her here, but not going to take a shot against her today.
I'm a Chatterbox, working well. Trainer's good off a layoff. She's won at Keeneland before. There's just, other than the layoff, there's really nothing to question. I thought I'm on the same 2 you are as far as if there would be an upset, it'd be Chocolate or White Clover, and I tend to lean more toward Chocolate because she's won at Keeneland. She's a grade 2 winner, and she's got a race under her belt this year, so she's one up on I'm a Chatterbox in that regard. I did an interview with Larry Jones for the Keeneland Select YouTube channel and also with Ingrid Mason about her filly in here coming out of 3 straight wins at Oaklawn. So you can go to the Keeneland Select YouTube channel and see those or follow Keeneland and Keeneland Select on Twitter, and you'll get updates on those. The late pick 4 starts in the 7th race, and it's a non-winners of 2 allowance race. I took Quick Release for the win. Horse broke its maiden at Gulfstream. A little more experienced than some of the others. I liked Mama Joyce, the 5, the 2, Touch and Smile, and the 6, Frozen Hannah. Just not a real strong opinion in that race. 8th race is a turf sprint. I took the 4, Sunny Sammy, but I wanted to go as deep as I could afford it here, so I didn't have a strong win pick. So I like Elusive Holiday, the 2, the 10 KDO, the 5 Moon Medal, the 7 Ansura. Then I would take, you could single I'm a Chatterbox. If your budget allows, I would add Chocolate as a second option for hitting a much bigger payoff. But if you want to keep the ticket smaller, I think you could certainly feel comfortable singling I'm a Chatterbox. And then in the last race, I'm going to use the 6 Mo Muddings, who's the one I like to win, improved in the last 2 at the Fairgrounds. But the 5 Charming He Is and the 8 Pink's Honor, I think, are both interesting as well in a fairly wide open event. What about you?
Well, to build your pick 4, you single I'm a Chatterbox. Of course, that cuts your prices down, but I think that's the most logical single in the sequence. I would go 5 deep in the first leg with Ivy Bell, the 2, Touch and Smile, the 3, Mama Joyce, the 5, Quick Release, the 1, and who was my 5th choice here? I was going to throw in Royal Story here for Wayne Catalano, so 5 out of the 7 there. In the 8th race, I would take your horse, Sunny Sammy, as well as Ansura, the 7, Melaleuca, the 8 horse, and the 9 and 10 Late Spring and KDO. So that's 5 horses there, so 5 by 5, single I'm a Chatterbox. So you got $12.50 times ever how many you want to take in the last race. So you can multiply that by $12.50 for a 50-cent deal. And I would take 4 of them. I would take Mo Munnings the 6, Pink's Honor the 8, drops the lowest level back in 2 weeks after a decent run at 30,000 here on April 8th. I like horses. We had a filly yesterday that came back and won after running the first weekend at Keeneland. you're going to see that the last week here in Keeneland, that you will have horses that they want to get back on this track if they liked it or if they had a bad trip or whatever. So I think that works in Pink's Honor's favor. And 40 Purrs the 9 and Mill Bayou the 7. So I would go 5 by 5 by single by 4. So that would be a $50 ticket.
Want to remind everybody, if you are coming out to the races on Friday, to come early. It is Hall of Fame Jockey Day, and there are going to be some legendary riders that will be out there. There's a commemorative PEB poster for the jockeys, and it's a great chance to interact with these guys. With people like Don Brumfield, Pat Day, Chris McCarron. I think they've got Eddie Maple coming in, who was the last guy to ride Secretariat. So should be a really fun event. And then we'll be back with another edition of the podcast for Saturday, taking a look at the Dixiana Elkhorn, the Saturday feature. Plus, we'll look at Charlestown Classic as well, one of the big races elsewhere this weekend. For Jim Goodman, I'm Tom Leach. That is the In the Money podcast for KeenelandSelect.com.